Yeah, for sure. Nuke has always been a mainstay for G2, and now with a change in in-game leading as well, I can only imagine what that brings to the table in terms of, you know, depth. And Windigo, you know, we haven't seen a lot from this team on Nuke in the past. Only 4 games logged, 1 of them won. So this is not going to be easy, but at least they start things off on the CT side. That will be nice. 5 pieces of armor for Windigo. G2 with a good old bit of utility. And in through the lobby, 4 of them will go. Odds are looking good as well. Amanek's outside selling a fake with full flashes and smokes. Will that force a rotation? Well, that kill certainly might. Haji's dead. And Calix, he's got to deal with a ramp push. 4 players coming through. He's going to drop down towards that lower site. Beerbit making up his position in hell, but can't afford to give them this pick in towards that CT spawn. Luckily, there's 2 CTs here. Jax is trying to hold on to ramp as the rest of the T's go back into lobby, but Bubble has taken a great position. Oh, they check it though. He tried to play the trigger discipline. Really nice attempt, but only gets 1 for his troubles, and back towards AG, 2 set to go.
Poison, got to do it all. Oh, and he's done it all. He's done it all. He had to do it all, and he did it all. That's all you've asked of him, and he does it. Windigo, 1-0 up. They'll get that pistol round. Yeah, I mean...
What did he do?
All of it, mate. He gets literally almost everyone. He did almost all of it.
He got 2 kills.
Yeah.
But great work.
2 of 3. That's pretty much all.
Yeah. That's so unlucky for Bubble. He gets jump spotted and, yeah, just can't get more than 1 there. Either way, a round win for Windigo, and G2 going back into that A site, into the heavy setup. And now on P250s, nice nade in the yard. Amanek and Jax take a beating. But will they be able to stand tall after a couple of whips of Chad's belt? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. He lined them up in the yard. He's found some damage, but the pistols do overwhelm him. And Bubble with a trade. Bomb dropped, and the gun picked up. Hunter actually making work with it. Oh no, not another kill, surely. He's down to 16. Climbing up into the heavens, actually just playing hell instead, as Amanek is in the vents.
Just such a nuisance, though, in this position. Poison's actually left him, and now Hunter's got a little window that he's looking to try and exploit. Oh, no! The Famis not retrieved. Poison's got to go down and grab it, but that's the round anyway. Windigo, they'll get that second one on the board. They deal with that threat that Hunter presented nicely. But now we have that buy looming for the G2 squad. Feels weird not being able to say the French team. I guess they are still a French team, still majority French. And hey, if things are looking good, maybe Nexa and Hunter even become French citizens. Endowed by the performances they've been bringing to G2 thus far.
Oh, these nades in the yard have been critical for Windigo. So much damage. Amanek's down to 20 at the start of the round. G2 just looking to burst ramp. Calix is the only defender here. If he fires too many bullets, they can push him on the reload. Jack's already dropped the bomb. Nexa with the trade, but that's all the info in the world for Windigo. They know this is a commitment down towards that lower bomb site, and G2 will make it so. Bubble coming down. Amanek waiting for this wrap round. He's going to spot it. Actually not prepared for that angle, and I can hardly blame him. Plant is in for G2 with the lower door smoked off. Bubble and Co coming in from the vent.
Kenny and Hunter, they've got this crossfire set up. Kenny coming in with that trade, but actually Poison is able to deal with him. And now with these 2 players being low over on the G2 side of things, certainly not impossible for Poison. It's his setup, it's the ability to trade off of one another. Amanek swings out after his partner in crime is dropped down on the ramp. And so G2 gonna solidify a round nice and early here. Obviously that was the bonus attempt from the side of Windigo. But, you know, not deciding to buy up in that second round, that doesn't give you the time to build up much of a buffer on this CT side. So the buy in this one, yeah, it's... last one's a bonus. This one is barely even a buy. Poison does at least have the AWP. Maybe that can be the difference maker. He's already taken it aggressively towards ramp. He's got a player with him in the form of Haji. Oh, Calix rather. He'll set Calix up over on this side of the map, and there's Calix's Deeg raining in for one. Almost another, but the trade found by Nexa, thankfully. before that D can get too much accomplished.
Poison was going down B to wrap with that AWP, and now he's had to come back up on ramp, and this is a really good timing for G2. They're going to go back outside. That's where the AWP would have been covering from secret stairs, but now it's going to be late to the party, and G2 are going to be able to get through the yard with little resistance. Bubble's spotting it, but he's not really in a position to do much more than pass information downwind. Sees 3 players go by, and the good part about that is he doesn't shoot, so G2 don't know that Windigo have all the information right now. Windigo can set up according to what they found out. The only problem is they have read this very wrong. They think it's a secret play from G2. That's not going to be the case. Hunter's still in the lobby. They're climbing up heaven with 2. Hunter just needs to be careful from the close squeaky position. Bubble rotating out of ramp as well. He's got to go up this ladder. Easier said than done when Kenny and Amanek are already up above. They're going to spot him. That's a kill. Now the jig is up. 25 seconds as G2 need to split this site. Hachi could stop it all right here, but Amanek's going to check the corner, and there's time for G2 to get this bomb plant down and out. Windigo probably already looking to save this AWP.
Yeah, Poison is not going to look to move around much. He'd love to hold on to this into the next round. Mirbit maybe even gets away with the auto shotgun. Wouldn't that be something? Oh, but there's already players in here, Marley. He could find all of these. Yeah. This is the perfect gun. This is like Hut 2.0.
Oh, they're coming above.
It's another roof. And the auto shotgun. Oh, it's roaring to life. $1,600 made. How much more money? None. As he gets shut down, they finally deal with it. But that's padded out his bank account at the very least.
Yeah. Take that every day of the week. Won't get away with a weapon, but Poison still has his AWP into this round, so it's not the end of the world here for Windigo. But yeah, that was unfortunate, right? Bubble getting that information, passing along the, oh, okay, G2 have crossed, they've gone down B, but that wasn't the case. They just crossed red and then went through the garage and wrapped A. Windigo weren't set up to deal with a topside play. And now they've got an eco. Maybe it's back on the shotgun, he bought it up. Had the money for it. G2, they know what they're up against. They're playing a very passive round, making sure that Windigo can't get control of the lobby with any kind of crunch. Poison wrapping it through secret. Ooh, he's being jiggled. Does he get spotted though? Just moving away as that player falls off the silo. G2 at least going to be able to cross towards red, but past that is where their trials and tribulations will begin. Lots of smokes outside. Do they molly off this stairwell? Yes, they do. Poison's going to be pushed forward or back, and he's going to choose to go back, but he takes a lot of damage, hesitating in that fire, down to 37.
And now with all this outside control being held, you are really going to struggle if you're Windigo. Bubble here, but he's only got the P2K, and they'll make quick work of him as a result. Hunter wrapping into heaven, feeling like an A split here for G2. Mirbit with that auto shotgun purchased up once again. He was able to get 2 kills with it in the last. This time around, him and Haji, they will combine for 1 between them. On the back of spotting that Hut aggression, it's the fast A play from G2. They say to Windigo, you want Hut? You can have Hut. We'll take the A bomb site. Ooh.
Oh my.
Hang on, AK now retrieved. AWP still in the hands of Poison. Armor on Mirbit. This isn't an impossible round for Windigo. It's whether or not they want to go for it, and now they certainly will. Calyx in with another. Somehow they haven't been able to trade onto this man. Time ticking off of that clock. If Windigo are going to go for this, they've got to go now. And so they start to push in, but that's when Jax and Hunter lock in the round for G2. Third solidified. Poison at least will get away with this AWP.
He needs to run though. Yeah, he was hoping for exits, hoping someone would come his way, but just getting out of the A-bomb site in time with that AWP. Save back-to-back rounds here and finding a kill in neither of them. Not the best of starts for Poison, but G2 doing a very good job of avoiding that, right? The smoke take outside was really nice. Flashing Hunter into garage there with that SMG. Volleying the stairs so Poison couldn't do anything and just, collapsed on A. Windigo didn't have weapons to stop that kind of play. Windigo made the best of what they could out of that round by getting inside of lobby. That's a standard procedure when you lose that yard control and you know you're getting wrapped for an upper take. Next are getting overwhelmed, but into this round, now Windigo actually have guns to play with. The shotgun still coming back out for Meerbit, making it a mainstay of this CT side. Poison's holding onto the AWP. And he is playing Garage as well, so trying to actually watch for this outside control rather than just be forced away by a mere Molotov towards the secret stairs. Yard smoke's going to be set up here for G2. This should allow them to cross to wherever they want, but that's Poison starting off with a kill.
Yeah, no trade in sight. These smokes actually give Poison a veil to fall back through. Instead, he goes around and through it, trying to use this offensive smoke to his advantage. Decides against it, would rather just keep the 5-on-4. They've conceded a lot of ground towards outside, so that's led to this rotation from Bubble. Likely going to see another man make their way down here to reinforce this B site that much more. You can see the repositioning of Poison down towards ramp. He's going to now take up this foothold here, try and assist his teammate, but the smokes are in, and that is Poison locked out from the B site. G2, they might have anticipated that that is all the danger that lurks. And now 20 seconds, that bomb actually dropped up on the rafters, so they've got to go up above to grab it. They will steal that away from the prying eyes of Calyx. They're trying to get it planted. Amanek. Actually, it's Kenny doubling up. Meerbit's already out of the round. He's backing away, trying to hold on to the AWP. So G2, they're going to take the lead. 4 rounds after this one.
Yeah, maybe that bomb drop wasn't realized by the likes of Windigo, but yeah, if Calyx went a little bit more aggressive there, he would have been able to hold on to it and maybe get that kill onto Jax, which at that point with 15 seconds, that could have won Windigo the round, and more than likely would have. But yeah, not to know the bomb's exact position after the kill came through from Dark. And G2, this is starting off to look like a very good T side. Windigo are going to have their work cut out for them on this map. Just constant saves having to come through. We've had a save one save in the last 3 rounds every single time for Windigo. It's always been that AWP. Need to show us why they're holding on to it so much. Poison got a kill with it to open up the previous round, but nothing to close. And a tactical pause for Windigo as they try to unearth the problems that are being shown. But G2, they've had some really nice executes. I've been impressed with what I've seen. Nice outside control. They've, obviously Poison got away with a kill on top of Silo last round, but other than that, G2 have been doing a good job of avoiding him.
Yeah, it's even the adjustments they throw in, right? Even when they lose a man advantage, they're very, very ready in that round to abandon whatever maybe the initial plan was and just rush down into that B site. Knowing that, with Poison being towards outside and spotting you guys heading towards that area, that rotation, him being that swing player over towards Hell is going to take that much longer to come through. All the smokes down towards outside once again. Poison opening up in this round as well. Amanek, the unlucky man on the receiving end of that AWP. Hunter has got his running shoes on. He's down towards the B site, but lurking just ahead. Here's Bubble, and that is this B presence annihilated. 3 players left up for G2. Where does this one look to end for the French majority squad?
Bit more convoluted than
It
usual.
is, yeah.
Looking like just an upper explosion here for G2. Going to blow out the door with a grenade. Haji's close though. Meerbit has a shotgun. This is a recipe for disaster, at least for G2. Molly towards main. Here comes the utility. Here comes the cavalry. Can Haji stop it? Oh, the door's been shut in their face, and he's got 2. Trade is in, but that's more than Haji needed. Next, are going to wait for the repeat, but even if Meerbit comes in with that, Bubbles coming up the vent. Calyx on the flank. Nexa expects it, doubling back, but Bubbles there to save the day, and Windigo will get their 3rd round under lock and key on this CT side. 3 alive. Finally, a confident showing coming out from Windigo, who haven't had a round since that anti-eco.
Yeah, I really like the change that we see on the back of that tactical pause, right? There's that immediate player down in the B site, Bubble. You see him here getting that kill, and in doing so, you know, not only extends the man advantage that much further in favor of Windigo, but it looked like the plan was there originally to go for the ramp play with a player down in B already and just try and pincer their way into that bomb site. And that's a site that G2 have had great success on this T side. Now the Molotov's gone down as well in this round, just to deny that wall of smokes. And with that, Poison will strike another from the tally. Oh, there's a smoke there, and he's just plucking them through it like it's nothing. G2, the walking wounded down towards Secret, and already Calyx posted up. Haji's here as well. Bubbles even come rotating down. They're walking into this three-man crossfire. And it is with the expected results. 2 players left now as they've sacrificed Kenny. Amanek and Nexa. Surely there's no way for these two back into this round.
Don't know where it's supposed to come through because Low has been completely overwhelmed here by G2, by Windigo rather. Still with Mirbit on a shotgun on the A site as well. What is this? Bit of a run boost. Oh, I like that. Trying to dodge a Heaven player holding the back of Garage or anyone in the hell position. Thought they were boosting up inside the Garage for a second. That was inquisitive, but they will be able to get very deep inside CT spawn. That being said, at this point, 30 seconds, 2 on 5. Nex has only got a Deeg. I think if you're Nex, you kind of want to die. You don't really want to save this into the next round, as you know, as much as it's not like they're covered in loss bonus. Money's going to be a bit skew it. Poison's got that frag, so Amanek's lost his Krieg as well. Just Nexa. Does he just walk in through main and accept his fate? Can't leave it too late, otherwise he might die after time. 5 seconds, 4. Now they know where he is. Run, buddy, run. And he gets out alive. That is a very dangerous attempt, but not going to be punished. 4-4 here. Windigo back on this CT side. And look at these smoke shots. Just unbelievable scenes.
Oh.
This is on LAN as well, so I don't know how he's doing this.
And now that saved Eagle is not feeling great in the G2 camp. Nexa won't have the cash to invest next round. Let's see if holding this Deegan armor, not really what he wanted, just couldn't find anyone to kill him. This round, that might not be a problem.
Just body bags on the G2 side. Fleshy targets. Calyx and a Molotov, and they're going to go ahead of it. Some of them at least. Nex is stuck inside of it, actually backing up in time. Nade could be massive, but doesn't rebound deep enough. G2 just bleeding out the time, wasting the utility and the patience of Windigo. Hoping they decide to get aggressive and give away a kill, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Windigo just wanting to get this free round nice and cleanly.
Poison has been so good towards outside. We'll miss that flick, however, onto the player at red. That was the Deeg chiming out. Players trying to exit from Squeaky, and Haji just re-smoking it shuts down that avenue. There's 25 seconds left in this round. G2, they've got to decide a bomb site sometime soon. And they get down into B. That bomb, Kenny somehow runs the gauntlet. Amanek even comes in with that trade. And the bomb plant found here for G2. They managed to make a pretty good round.
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Did he run out of ammo? Or did he just think he had the kill and switch to his knife? I really don't know. It looked like he had more bullets, but we only caught him at the tail end of that. And that is unfortunate. At the end of the day, though, still a bomb plant.
Chatty B coming in here with a tactical knowledge drop right now. G2 being very slow on that round. One feature you could be looking forward to is baiting out as much CT utility as humanly possible, constantly applying pressure financially. Not where anybody wants to be. Back to you guys in the cast.
Thanks very much, Chad. And yeah, I mean, that works out, right? No utility left on A. Kenny's able to just get down the vents, and there's just no rotation. Even those ramp players who have already used their Molotovs can't throw it behind the silo to stop him from sticking that plant. Bit more money for G2 moving forward, and Nex is on the MAC-10 as he obviously saved that deagle a couple of rounds prior. Poison, what a ballsy play. This is what I like to see. Away from the yard and now into the hut, looking for an opening kill.
And this AWP has been outside since the moment it came into play. G2, they surely won't be ready for this pace being set. Hunter dropping down, makes quick work of Hadji, but for Bubble, they line up for him. Double kill now found. This AWP still undetected for G2. They get a man down the vents. That's going to be heard by Windigo. Nexa is the one to get down there. He's got that bomb. Amanek removing Bubble towards outside. Bomb plant coming in, and Amanek's got to pick up the pace here if he wants to play into this round in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, Nexa tucked in, they don't know, and he's got 2 off the MAC-10, upgrades to the AWP, and suddenly it's flipped. Suddenly, G2 are in the advantage. Calic's trying to force the fight, but Nexa will shut him down, and what a play. That 2-on-4 comes through for G2 off the back of Nexa dropping down the fence with a MAC-10. I guess it worked out, Harry. The saved eagle is actually what forces Nexa onto the SMG, which is what in turn wins G2 the round. It's all working out in the long run, I guess.
Yeah, man, just like planned, you know, like we all expected.
Calculated.
I do love it when we get to bring Chad in as well. It feels like we get his like newsreader alter ego, Bad Churchill, on the mic. All tied up, tactical pause for G2. Interesting to note that they're the ones to call this in spite of winning that last round. Not content with how it ended up. They know it comes off the back of a big individual play from Nexa. So now a chance to make sure heading into this rifle round that everyone's on the same page. AWP over in the hands of Kenny. Not off to the best of starts, and the same cannot be said for Poison on the other side of things. You're really hoping that Kenny can put this AWP to good use, and if he's able to best Poison even once, you've really done yourself a favor, because that AWP has just been such a nuisance time and time again. Always finding these man advantages. This round, it's aggressive over towards ramp. Calix is here. We saw them do this once thus far in this first half. Missed shot from Poison, and that's now given up this aggression. Bubble. Oh, they all walk into him. He'd already got 1 kill as well. It's a bit of a head scratcher as to how more players weren't aware as to that man's whereabouts. And now it's Nexa and Kenny to try and deliver a 2v5. Nexa, does he have it in him to do it again?
No MAC-10, Nate. No chance. Not a hope in hell.
I mean, let's see, right? The proof is in the pudding. And if your theory is correct, Hugo, the MAC-10, recipe to success.
Yeah. That's all that it is. Nothing else. Jokes aside, I mean, where do you even go from here if you're G2? You're looking for economical damage, but even then, Nex is holding passive from the roof. Kenny is not getting given a kill. If he had a Molotov, he could force Hadji out from behind the CT vent. Now, Nexa does, but he's too far away to throw that. Could get on the hut roof. 35 seconds, is this a save for G2? That's the question. They've let too many rounds come down to time, and when you're in a 2-on-5, you can't afford to play it this slowly, especially considering Windigo just aren't budging, aren't moving. But they will when the time ticks lower, so Kenny has the off-risk chance of losing this AWP. You can see players starting to move in. There's the flick, not connecting now. Kenny's pinned, and 14 seconds. All Windigo have to do is stall it out, or they can just get the kill. Mirbit guarantees that with the shotgun. Does he take the AWP, though? 2 AWPs on CT Nuke. Not really a necessity nor a mainstay, and Nex is just going to hold on to his gun. All he really can do in this situation. 6 rounds for Windigo, and flawless at that. They keep everyone alive and start to build up a little more money.
You'd love to see G2 pull in that garage smoke again if they're going to try and go for this mini split that they've attempted a couple of times. Bubble has always been putting up resistance from this side of the map. And even when he isn't here, you know, Poison is the man towards outside. So leaving that avenue open is their demise in that round. Still 5 rounds over on the T side. Not feeling worried for G2 yet. No money in this round. And just that saved AK over on Nexa. The Deeg of Kenny towards outside is already up and past the scope of Poison, so he's at least dodged the bullet there. I mean, he's He's going back into the line of fire voluntarily, trying to take that fight. And now the slowdown from G2. Once more, trying to waste as much utility from the CT side as they can before they make this play come in.
It's on Nexa to get these entries, though. That's the problem. And versus a Krieg, Calyx is favored. He's going to get some damage. Molly is there. Do they go in front of it? He's pinned at the back, but so are they. No one's moving. It's a bit of a stalemate as he gets out with the flashbang. Keen for another fight. This is risky. He's low HP and could just give up the ramp room. Hunter has gotten behind enemy lines, but that's been heard. Poison knows, and Hunter's back round. Nice attempt, but with two players here, Bubble's going to be able to save his teammate. And now the play coming out through the door into the A site. Hatchie with a spray, and 3 kills from him. Meerbit joins with a shotgun as well. It doesn't get much easier for Windigo. Back-to-back, clean, flawless rounds with 10 players surviving.
I can't believe Meerbit's just been the dedicated shotgun player all half long.
He's not really doing anything because they're not coming A either. He's just sitting on heart, and every now and then he gets a kill. Like, that's it. That's fine, though. Not needing him to do much more.
If you can have a guy just getting 1 kill in a round every now and again and you're winning anyway, that's fine. And if it's with the gun that gives you $800 for every kill that you get, that's even better.
Tactical pause from G2. Things are getting rough now with back-to-back rounds for Windigo. So much money as well. We're at the point that, you know, even if G2 start to pick up rounds back on this T side, they're just not going to be able to break the money before the half ends. Windigo are going to have cash coming out their ears, Harry. All the holes. That's going to be the buzzer noise for tomorrow.
That is going to be the buzzer noise for tomorrow, man. You know, you've asked for it, and we'll make it happen. Next up, this is just the partial investment in this round, although Kenny is fully invested.
This smokes as well.
Not perfect. They'll throw down another. But having to use the bulk of their utility towards outside. Bubble.
Little gangster here.
It's not the outside play. Instead, it's this mini split once more. Meerbit shotgun, not valuable there at those sorts of ranges. Hadji and Bubble coming in clutch, and Hadji's trapped. They have some trouble dealing with him, and they haven't even accounted for Poison still inside of the bomb site. And perhaps they should have done. An 8th round now for Windigo. They're looking to take us the distance, and things are looking up. This CT side is well recovered. Really finding their footing in these last few. G2, they only partially invested in that round. They've got the max loss bonus banked up. So they're gonna have rifles in this one. All with the exception of Kenny.
Not really seen that T-side AWP do anything in the 1 or 2 times he has had it as well. It's very hard to find these outside picks of Windigo putting pressure on. Bubble back in the secret as well. He's crossed with the help of those grenades early on. Very early in this position. Typically, as a CT, there's 2 ways of getting there. Wrap down from ramp or cross outside, the latter of which is the one where Ts can beat you to the punchline, but in this case, with G2 getting smoked off, they won't. However, they should expect this. Bubble was here last round. He pushed aggressively on that main split. Got 2 kills on the flank. Molly's down for G2 to make sure no one's too close. They are going to start to set up smokes as well to go for this wall. Not fully committing everyone behind it, though. Need some lobby control. Nexa will double back to try and re-establish that. Bubble, moment of truth now. Those smokes should be coming down. But G2 just chilling for now. There we go, finally in play. We've even got a 3rd player down on B. Hatchie's rotated through the vents. Bubble getting Molly, but he is on the edge of it. He'll be fine. Free kill into Kenny. Yes, there's the trade, surely, but Bubble gets 2 with the spray. Great work before Amanek eventually turns it around. Hatchie is here, and he's so deep, they surely won't expect this position at this point, and he gets away. Hunter had his knife out, got to switch back, and Hatchie's able to get 2. Bomb dropped, and Windigo have made this half absolutely incredible out of nowhere. It's going to be a 9th round unless Nexa can get a 1-on-4 with 15 seconds left up. He finds the first, but he can't even get the bomb to the site. This is a done deal. It's all about damage, and the Molotov will keep him trapped. Hachi cleaning it up. 9 rounds on the half. We're not even done yet for Windigo. This is a really nice CT side.
And one of the things, you know, you think back to Mirage, even though it feels like a lifetime ago now, and it was almost 50 kills between Nexa and Hunter to get them across the line. Right here, Hunter not reliving that you know, insane 30-kill game. You can't expect him to do that all the time. And, you know, with Kenny missing a few of these opportunities early on, Jack's not really finding the impact he's looking for. The question really becomes is who are going to be those players to step up for G2? Nexa's certainly trying his best. Amanek's having a good game as well, but in this round, he's relegated down to the MAC 10, and Bubble catches this timing, trying to get behind enemy lines, and that is Amanek already dealt with. The outside control denied. G2, whatever they had planned, it's now all gone awry.
And look at this, you know, G2, they tried to sell a fake that multiple players are going down outside. Bubble confirmed that it was only one. He immediately mollies door. He knows where they're coming from. And 2 kills for him. Of course it is. It's all he's been doing. Multi-kills in his first half. Kenny S now 1-on-4. Not going to happen. The shotgun is there to save the day. And that was a perfect read from Bubble. 3 players in the yard. Hachi was even flanking outside to get behind T-Spawn if needed. It is a fantastic half from Windigo. They've got to be more than happy with that considering it's G2's map pick. We're going to be throwing over to a break. We'll be back with the second half. G2 moving over to the CT side. Still looking to 2-0, but they've got their work cut out for them.
Turn my heart into something gold. No, I sold my soul to the devil long ago. I rode it all along on your way right before it broke. Time was thrown down the well, so I let you go. I fell up when you fell down, but we stayed in flight. I'm laughing to myself, cause I know that I can't deny. I can't find what you can't hide right inside my mind. What I do right now, what I do
G2 initially off to a good start on the T side of Nuke with 5 rounds, but Windigo throw a spanner in the works and absolutely tear them apart to end up with 10 at the half. It's going to be neck and neck as we head into the second. Still, at the end of the day, 5 rounds T side Nuke is not bad, but G2 certainly started running into a brick wall. Let's see if they can get out the sledgehammers as they move over to the defense.
Yeah, it's more just that they started to run out of steam, and that's what's got us worrying, right? They get those 5 rounds on the board. Well, they get 4 of the 5 rounds on the board very, very early. And at that point, there's a lot of promise. We're excited. We're energized. And then it all falls apart. Now they move into the CT half. And this has got to be a stellar pistol round from them, or else this one could elude the French squad. Flashbangs are confusing. I don't know how G2 have come out on top in this fight, but somehow they have. Poison shut down. Hunter in with 3. He's a CT gamer all day long. Wow.
That doesn't make sense. They had Kenny in the smoke. He was half exposed, fully blind in the main smoke. They tag him down to like 10 HP and he just walks through and they don't kill him. I honestly don't know.
Look at this, man.
What a slaughter.
And everyone was so tunnel visioned on dealing with Kenny, who's just tanking the bullets.
Like AFK,
he's not a DPS. He is a main tank in this squad. And he does a stellar job of at least drawing all the attention in.
Wow. That's a pistol. That'll get G2 back in the game for sure. Flawless as well. Not a single death. Somehow. Some way.
Yeah, how 1 kill doesn't come? That astonishes me. But 4 spy on the cards for Windigo. The A play coming in and damage found on an extra. Amanek. Oh, I don't think he meant to drop, but it worked again. I don't know what's going on. What are we watching? Poison left up in the 1v3, and G2. The Counter-Strike gods are smiling favorably on them today, aren't they? Oh. Amanek, you saw there was a real moment of panic as he falls into that bomb site there. Like, you know, falling into a lion's den almost. But in this story, it would be like if you fell into the lion's den and then you just roundhouse kicked the lion and became head of the pride.
Is that what would happen?
If I fell into a lion's den,
you get eaten.
I'd get mauled to death almost instantly. Much like these players by Hunter.
Yeah.
Lions are hunters too. There's a connection in there somewhere, but I can't find it. Kenny, he can find Haji. And this round is over.
This is mad. What? I hope we get some normality now that the guns are coming out for Windigo, but I'm certainly enjoying these fast-paced rounds. Harry, we just had 3 rounds in probably under 90 seconds, I would say. You don't get that very often, but at least they're not dragging out the ecos. I hate it when they do that. You know, nothing worse than 5 Glocks and
it's annoying because it's like objectively the smartest thing to do as well, right? You draw out the utility, but oh goodness, it doesn't make for good viewing. Get it. Well, here's the buy. Windigo, they've got Kriegs, they've got AKs, they've got everything they could possibly need. Is that going to be enough for them to find their first round here on the T side? Setting up towards the outer extremities of the map right now are Windigo. Kenny looking down here towards B. They haven't really been watching outside, so he does have to be somewhat cautious, checking all these angles, and that's going to delay the rate at which Kenny sets up over here towards Secret. He is hard dedicated to... I was going to say, okay, he turns away now, and now it's towards Secret he goes.
Ooh! There's a trade though. Mirbit was watching it the whole time. Kenny sees Poison first, and at least Mirbit keeps things in the 4-on-4. That's the orb gone, and that's outside open for business. Windigo, they're going to close up shop here as they fully wrap the CT spawn. Climbing up into heaven now. At this point, G2 should realize what's going on, and they should try and take control of the lobby. That seems to be the intention here for Hunter, who is pushing in. Jax as well. There's no luck. There's no one here. So G2, they've gained some map control, but they've also lost a hell of a lot in the process. Now they've just got to try and stop this heaven play, but with almost no utility. What can you really do? You've just got to wait for Windigo to commit, to get out of these positions, get out of your little hidey holes, your goblin huts, your heavens, and Calyx is looking to do that. It's being covered by off angles, next to watching it next to Hut. 2 players coming in through mini as well. That's Hachi. Spots a player on the side. That will send these players from the top side out. Bubble with a kill. And Calyx to follow. Next to getting domed on the site. And Amanek giving up his position with no kill from it. It might just have to be a save here from G2.
Yeah, so immediate results on the back of these rifles for Windigo, still keeping the threat of a third map looming for G2, not letting them get comfortable on this CT side. Oh, Jax in with 2. Are they going to go back in for this? Amanek's gone into heaven. He's wrapping around in through Mini is Jax. And they look tempted. Uh-oh, it might all fall apart.
No
Bubble.
time.
Yeah, there's no time for the defuse. Sadly, they might get all the kills at least. Jax is trying to get away. I don't see a world in which... Oh, he does survive. Both players survive somehow. An 11th for Windigo. Narrowly. Such a shame that I think it's Amanek coming out from heaven there. He's so focused on helping Jax over in Mini get the one player that they know where he is that he doesn't actually spot the guy just hunkering down in the bomb site. Could have been a very different round had that Mini and heaven peak just aligned by a second more.
Oh, is this
Fast? Yeah, it looks like it. Maybe not. They blow the squeaky door open. Poison here with the AWP, lying in wait.
There are no incendiaries for G2, so that could have been a fast play, and it still might be an early one. Hunter going to smoke things off and slow things right down here for Windigo. Got a shotgun on Nexa as well. He's going to be playing it on that A site as well, next to the hut. AWP for Kenny is secret side. On those stairs, probably watching the silo right now, as that's where he died from in the previous round, but Amanek only holding the main cross. There's no one down B, and G2 know that at least. What is this? I assume that's to blow out the glass so they can set up a nade for heaven, or a smoke for heaven rather, but we'll see. Yep, the smoke for heaven coming down. It's not an execute into A though. Windigo are going to go fast into ramp. Jax has got to drop down. He can't continue to hold on to this position with so many Ts out and about. As Windigo with 40 seconds might just double back into A. It's been fairly left open by G2. They still have this shotgun in play though. 2 players on that lower bomb site. Windigo have done a good job of forcing rotations, but Nexa and Hunter aren't budging. Yeah,
Nexa's got to give them the old maneuver as they come on in. Listen to this. Nexa been waiting for this peak all round long, and Mirbit missed the shotgun, bests him in the head-to-head. Doubling down is Mirbit. And the A site open for business. Kenny and Amanek, can they make the clutch happen? Yes, they can. There's no time. And Haji, try as he might, it's not going to happen. G2 steal that one away. A 9th round on the board. Narrowly so. These aren't comfortable rounds, but as long as they're getting them, that's all that matters for the G2 squad. A confidence-boosting round, crucially as well, for Kenny S on that AWP. Finally, we see some kills come through with it. I don't think I remember seeing a single T-side Kenny S AWP kill.
No.
In spite of having that gun, you know, 3 or 4 times in the half.
Man, Nexa always looks so focused. Whenever you see him on the player cams, like he's hitting fist bumps in angles that don't even exist while his eyes are still firmly on the monitor like, oh, I need to get my buy right. Right below, you can see on the lower third, the Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel Power Play. Head over to the ESL CS Twitter to vote on your favorite play of the day, or of at least this game. Chad will break them down later on the telestrator for you.
I love whoever wrote C, because what a glorious title.
Rush.
That was Rush.
Oh, he can do some good things.
Yeah, like degree in creative writing, perhaps.
Yeah, shame about his observing, but you know, he can't win them all.
Come on. That's low-hanging fruit.
Poison's looking for a pick here, but that door getting open, and G2 will not take their eyes off of it. Hunter going to move in. Windigo setting up a wall of smokes outside. G2 here to win this anti-eco and get themselves up to double digits in the second half. Kenny, yes, he's got a big job to do, but actually I say that, Windigo, they throw the smokes, but they only send one player out committing behind it. That's going to be Haji trying to get down towards the lower bomb site. It's forced to double rotate from G2. Now they leave ramp as well. That is a huge risk. Jax has to come back, rather, and he will just in time. The flash is so damn good. They're going to come out anyway, and he gets 2 kills. Trade is in. That's a gun drop, but Kenny's here to stop them from getting down towards B. He's dropped the bomb as well, making matters worse. 4 on 2. Haji may be down below, but Hunter's going to spot him and and Poison, one man and a dream in a 1-on-4.
Yeah, some dreams are just that. Dreams. And what aren't dreams? Reality.
Wow.
Poison. 1v4. And with this aggressive MP9, this should be the round solidified. Nex is going to hold on to it. 10-11 now. G2 closing this gap. Starting to feel a bit more confident in this one. And critically, don't let that pistol round spiral out of hand, right? Like, It looked like for a moment that they'd almost left ramp room open, the one place that would have seen the bulk of the action. Thankfully, they decide against that, and so that round recovered nicely. Poison's got the AWP back out for Windigo. That was instrumental to their CT side success, so maybe seeing this back in the hands of that man into this T-half, this might be the thing to get the wheels back in motion on the Windigo bus.
Aminek's in such a good position, though. I don't think they're aware of it. They're seeing a player deep in the yard, and he's got such a distraction right now. Kenny, can he get a kill to loosen up this defense? No, Hadji is going to get there first, taking the frag onto Aminek. Kenny trying to reposition, but they've already crossed behind the red box, and he can't stop them from doing so. Flash is good as well. Timing shot does not connect, and Windigo are starting to make matters worse outside. Poison coming in from above. This is not an angle that Kenny will expect, but we know how fast he can be. Minute on the clock here for Windigo to make a move. Smoke inside of main. Now Kenny gonna have to fight. Poison. Ooh, he spotted him. He's got him blocked behind the boo, and he's not gonna be able to move. Kenny getting overwhelmed by the rifles, and this is a mess back and forth. Somehow Nexus just saved it. Hunter with a double as well, and Nexus still coming in through the smoke. He's not been spotted. Mirbit knows he's about, and he's gonna find him eventually. It's a one-on-one. Bomb dropped. Mirbit coming in from above, trying to force the fight. Hunter's run through, and Mirbit's gonna win it. I really don't know what's going on, Harry. I really don't know what's going on.
No, this doesn't feel like Counter-Strike. This is a free-for-all.
One of the big reasons these rounds are looking so crazy is because G2, they want the chaos. They don't want to give Windigo any time to breathe in these scenarios. They're just going for the fights. They're going for the battles. And that's why we're seeing so many magic moments. Back to you.
Magic moments. I mean, this game has not been shy of moments that I don't think anyone is going to forget anytime soon. Windigo get that round, I guess.
Yeah, somehow.
12-10. I mean, I don't even really know what happens in that round. It is just chaos. Nexa and Hunter, they always make you believe in these undoable situations.
Such a deadly duo. I see why G2 wanted them in the squad, because boy, they've looked really good right now, but not good enough. Not at least to win Nuke. 12-10. Windigo finally getting a T-side round back on the board, and the buy coming in for G2 is decent. They've got a pistol and a shotgun, but 3 rifles.
The buys for either side are pretty garbage in this
9
round.
players did die last round.
Yeah. So, you know, you kind of get what you're given. Bubble getting down the vents early, and this now means Hunter has to reposition down to... Kenny has to reposition down towards this side of the map. And just having a man down in B now means that you know G2 have had to dedicate this man here. They've had to have their minds trained in on the fact that there could just be a man looking to exploit this backline. And for Windigo, they want to try and utilize this player down in B. Looking like they're going to take control of the ramp room, maybe the B split. Bubble's already in control. And these kills all coming through in favor of Windigo. Kenny, the lone defender at the B bomb site, has dropped that bomb. However, so many players nearby to trade this out, and now he's pinched it in. He cannot move to any safe haven there. Amanek and Hunter 2 versus 4, and surely this is the save for G2.
They really set that player Bubble up for the kill down on B, and I feel like it's a bit of an error of communication coming up from G2, right? Kenny does clear that window at one point and realizes, okay, Bubble's somewhere, but he's not in the window, and when Jax has to rotate down B, well, of course, Bubble's ready to catch that rotation, and no one there to trade. That's a bit of an awkward setup, something Jax should have been aware of. 4 on 2 now, and G2 holding on to guns. Seeming like they will get away with them for now. Amanek is top site, but he won't go down to the bomb on B. Actually, I say that, he's 23 HP. It's a tougher question, but I think he should be fine. Yeah, just getting away with it. But another round for Windigo, and that's what matters most. Had a bit of a slower start on the T side with G2 kicking off with a lot of rounds after winning that blinder of a pistol. And now, well, Windigo, they have put G2 on their knees. 13-10 tactical pause with G2. Likely going to see an eco around these two rifles and to save for a buy up against 14. But that's not a fun situation to be in. Got to go flawless from that point onwards if you want to win it pre-overtime. Windigo on G2's map pick, holding the lead on the difficult half.
Yeah, these fast plays from Windigo have been met by no utility on the G2 side, and that's not really through their own doing. They just haven't really had the money in place. This round, no exception. There's two saved rifles, all they've got to work with, a smoke on Amanek, and already that door getting blown open again. Windigo looking to exploit the lack of utility on the two Frenchmen. Oh, well, I thought it was... Yeah, it's Hunter with one of the guns, so ignore that.
You're forgiven,
He's
Harry.
not French. At least you've forgiven me, Hugo. You're the opinion that matters most in my life. Hunter. Oh, there's the lineup. That's some excitement injected into our veins against our very will. And Amanek's fired up with another. Oh, there's a kill with the USP for Kenny. And another USP kill. Of course, like we all predicted, the master plan. 11th round for G2 solidified. Yeah, sure. Why not at this point?
They were giving up 14. They'd already accepted that fate, Harry, and now not only have they just absolutely kicked the door down in the face of Windigo, but they're going to have so much more money. They win in eco. They get that that win bonus rather than the pretty average loss bonus. There would have been 29. And now they have the AWP back on Kenny as well. Will G2 continue to run these scrappy rounds? Well, will Windigo slow down? It doesn't seem like it. Bubble going fast out towards events. He's gotten down towards B as well. Hunter getting aggressive, trading Hadji as Nexa was picked up inside of the hut as well. 4v4, but control down towards lower. And Bubble's wrapping back through yard. There's no AWP here. Amanek needs to keep his eye on it. Kenny S holding CT. Timing is everything, and Bubble might have just found one. Oh dear. Does Kenny know? It doesn't seem like it. He's going to rotate in and play it safer as a Bubble holds for a pick towards main. Kenny jiggling, and great awareness from Kenny, getting away with that frag. Flashes into A, but Windigo, they have two players on the roof. They can't exactly commit off the back of this utility.
Yeah, they just don't have the numbers to do that. They'll smoke off Mini. Poison now left up on the roof. He's going to molly the top of that hut.
Ooh.
That's missed, though, and he was trying to force these players out of position. It hasn't cleared this angle, though. And Amanek doubling down. Poison now thrown into the clutch, and Kenny makes quick work of him. Another round on the board for G2. And with that, they should have finally broken the money of Windigo. A chance to tie this game up.
Yeah, finally, right? That's been, long overdue with such back and forth rounds. Windigo have still been able to keep a pretty decent economy. That, though, Tech9's, Galil's, that had, things lacking for Windigo. And now with G2 being able to equal up at 13-13, assuming they don't get eco'd, of course. Fast door nade, again, it's been a mainstay of this T side. Poison gets down towards B. There's no one here in time to stop him. I love that Windigo keep doing this. It's the bomb as well. He's going to get a plant, Harry. There is no one here to stop him. Now, things should get locked in for G2, but that bomb plant has just put a timer on everything G2 do. They have to focus on the bomb plant. They also have to focus on the fact that 4 players are still on the top site. Hunter dropping Bubble. Nexa holding on to Ramp. G2 need players down B, though, to focus on this bomb.
Yeah, it's half ticked, and kills still coming in. They tap the bomb. They're trying to bait the peek from Poison, and through the smoke, he'll get one. Amanek's now on it. Poison trying to line this up, but he can't quite find it. And there's Nexa saving the day. G2 get a 13th. If you're not watching this game, why aren't you? That's my question at this point in time. This isn't, you know, two boxers just dancing around a ring. This is a bare-knuckle brawl in a car park. This is the scrappy fight that everyone wishes they witnessed in person the first time around and not when it goes viral online after. 13-13, it's all tied up. And oh my word. Buy back in for Windigo, AWP in the hands of Poison, Kriegs for everybody else. As now we reach even Stevens and Kenny, very quick at the ramp, helped out by Jackson Nexa, and it's kills all going the way of G2. This is just unreal. The aggression from either side. These are some of the fastest rounds we've ever seen.
I've never seen a new game anything like this, Harry. Nothing has resembled this matchup. Bubble getting caught by the ramp flank. Kenny's just pushing with the AWP, holding W. All 10 players doing it. And somehow G2, they have put method to the madness. They have taken the lead, 14-13. And oh my. Still anyone's game. I don't want to count Windigo out considering how, you know, on a knife's edge some of these rounds are coming. And even with G2's aggression, it can be stopped, it can be held. But can Windigo find the solution? They've got another buy, they've got the AWP on Poison. Will they opt to slow it down and just hold default? Will G2 let them?
You can't spell method to madness without meth, and I feel like I've taken a double dose heading into this one. Poison mollied out, trade goes even, and already they're pouring into this A site. Nexa trying to stand the test of time, but his time is up. Kenny now on the rotation, already in mini. Will he anticipate two players inside of the site? Well, I certainly didn't think so. Kenny! Oh, look at him go. Map and series point for G2. This second half has taken like 10 minutes. I don't know what's going on.
I thought the first 3 rounds that were all done in 90 seconds were fast, Harry. It feels like the rest of the half has followed in the same suite as well. Ever since that round where Mirbit fell off top main roof and got that kill onto Hunter and won the 1v1, it has not stopped. Everyone has been holding W, and G2 are going to be walking into a win here if Windigo don't find back-to-back rounds to open up overtime. Even then, it's still up for question. What's not up for question, or what is also up for question, sorry, is the Mountain Dew and Game Fuel. Which play is the best? There's so many. We don't have room for more than 4, but you've got to make your choice. Head over to the ESL Twitter, and Chad will be able to break that down.
Alternatively, you could just vote for secret option E, which is the entire second half, and then Chad has to stand there and take us through all 8 minutes of it. So, what a game of Counter-Strike. If this doesn't get the blood pumping, I don't know what will. And Windigo back to the drawing board. This time, they throw these outside smokes. G2, they've put their foot on the brake. There's none of this crazy CT side aggression just yet. But as I say that, looks like maybe there's a player over towards ramp that looks a little bit curious. Kenny there through the smoke. Surely no more. Surely no more from Kenny. And he will just let them slip on by. 3 players live to tell the tale of Kenny S towards outside. They'll get down into this B bomb site, but Amanek already here.
Yeah, Bubble's going to get out alone through ramp as well. He's got to deal with the boosted Jacks in that position. That fight's coming through right now. In the meantime, Windigo all over the B site. Bubble, the lurk has been lost. And Amanek looking to lock in a win here for G2. It's Calyx and Poison on the other side of the window. Hunter's rotated down, Poison's looking the wrong way, but Hunter is being patient. G2 slowing things down, and in a good way they are. Amanek with another. It's Poison in a 1-on-4 for the map, for the series, for Train. Will he be able to get them there? Nexa holding from above, and he's walking right into his own death. 16 rounds, G2, an incredibly explosive map. They bring it all together on the second half. Only 5 T-side rounds, but they will pick up the victory 16-13. Incredible game, Harry.
Yeah, I mean, we had highlight moments after highlight moment. The whole second half was a highlight moment. And Windigo, they can't be disappointed. They made G2 look like a beatable team, like a doable challenge.